Thank you, Councilmember Stone. Just a few updates regarding Jerry Field. As council members know, the administration's been on the public record on multiple occasions indicating that the encampment there is not going to be of long duration. It has never been authorized. It's never been approved or permitted in any way. And it's not going to continue. So I wanted to give council an update on the fact that steps are underway to end this camp. There are reasonable alternatives for shelter for most people staying at Jerry that are inclined to utilize those shelter options. I think many of you know that people staying at Jerry Field are part of a difficult to serve group requiring special care for their complex and significant challenges, such as addiction, aggression, mental health issues. The camp environment there has few rules or boundaries, and it presents serious public health and safety hazards. There have been several high-profile incidents recently, increased 911 calls, and reports of violence, drug use, and other illegal activities in the area, and a lack of COVID-19 precautions. I think people are familiar with the fact that there's been some change in state guidance relating to recreation. You'll recall 1 year ago, we were not permitted through our Parks Department to allow a whole range of recreational opportunities last year at this time. The site, which is on a softball field, has been damaged considerably. There's a great deal of refuse there, including feces and needles, requiring cleanup and repairs before it will be ready for public use. Public use that is scheduled to go forth this spring soon. Recreational activities that are organized through our Parks Department, among other organizations that are moving forward with recreation activities. And so we need to get in and prepare it. There's a softball season that's going to be happening this year, and that those sites need to be made available for the public. As you know, we've explored a range of different avenues in recent months to increase sheltering capacity. Discussion was made just today about the organization LIHI in partnership with Road2Home that's going to be coming online this spring. The Swift Haven site through HomesNOW that we stood up at Civic Field, and other efforts that were made, including offers made earlier this year to offer a site at Cornwall. I should mention that the Cornwall site remains an option that we're open to exploring, and there's some efforts that continue in that respect. But as it relates to this encampment at Jerry Field and the steps to end it, tomorrow, March 9th, we will again provide a notice that the encampment is not authorized and request that campers voluntarily leave. We've arranged for homeless service providers to come in this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to offer services and resources. So that's 3 consecutive days, 9 a.m. to noon this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at the entrance of, at the front entrance to Civic Stadium. And we'll be making it known to people who are at the encampment that those services are available to them. On March 16th, the intention is for city crews from Public Works and the Parks Department to go in there and help remove belongings that remain and begin the cleanup and repairs. Our goal, as we've said before, is to avoid a large law enforcement response while disbanding this camp. We're urging the campers to reconnect with services and leave on their own. If these efforts are not successful, or if cleanup crews are confronted with any form of violence, we will then reluctantly need to request law enforcement assistance. But this is intended to be last resort. So I just wanted to give you that update regarding Jerry Field. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Fleetwood. Any further questions or comments from council? I did want to just confirm that the message that was forwarded to council from Nalini Margaitis went out or was received Friday, March 5th at 11:53 a.m. And the subject was FW for forward hazard pay ordinance, excuse me, for grocery workers. But just for the record, I know we've gotten a lot of emails, so I similarly had trouble tracking it down. Okay, anything further for old and new? Councilmember Knudsen.
For all of you on the call, not all of you, but a majority of you, happy National Professional Women's Day.